What's up, guys? Strategist418 back at you with another video, of course, and today we're going to be looking at some recent Steam Summer Sale pickups, as well as recent pickups over, I guess, the last week or so that I have picked up and bought. Um, some of these games I haven't really played that much of, some I've probably played like maybe 10 minutes of, to be honest. But it's just detailing some pickups, just in case you guys are curious on what games I'm playing or what games I'm interested in, whatnot. So without further ado, let's get into the pickups. So our first game we're going to be looking at is Pray for the Gods. This game is essentially a Shadow of the Colossus clone with some Breath of the Wild elements, as well as some survival elements from survival games that are, the popularity of survival games over the last 10 years or so with games like Rust and whatnot. So, initially when I first saw this game, I kind of looked at it and said to myself, okay, it looks like Shadow of the Colossus. It's, fairly cheap at $30. Of course, for the Steam sale, it is marked down to $15, which is a great price for a title like this. It's one of the higher quality indies, but the thing that stopped me from buying this game initially was that it was a early access game, which I don't really like buying early access games because I feel like I'm essentially spending I'm spending a premium for something that's not even finished yet. So normally I don't really do early access games. This game came out of early access in like at the end of last year. So I looked back at it and it was a great time to finally buy this game on the Steam summer sale, and I decided to take a look at it. And the game is actually quite good. It plays really well. The controls are pretty tight. I was surprised by how quality of a game this was because I don't think No Matter Studios, who's the ones that developed this game, is a particularly huge studio. So, yeah, kudos to them for making a quality indie title with some great controls, some wonderful graphics. This game is actually pretty demanding. Like, I only got like 80 or 90 frames per second playing this game. I was expected to get 144. I have an RTX 3070, so yeah. And a pretty decent processor, so it kind of goes to show you how how demanding this game seems to be, I guess. Or maybe my system is just on some dumb shit. But whatever. The point is that this is a game you should definitely look out for during the Steam summer sale. However, I have to dock some points off from No Matter Studios. No Matter Studios, right? Just making sure. I have to dock some points from you guys because you guys did not decide to be smart and release this title on GOG. Yeah, it's only on Steam. At least on PC, it's only on Steam, which sucks. Has a pretty good rating, very positive. Pretty high rating. I don't know exactly the percentage, but it's a high rating of people who enjoy this game, which is usually good for an indie title. But in any event, I definitely do think that No Matter Studios should release this one on GOG because GOG is my preferred platform for PC. If anything releases on GOG over Steam, that's usually where I go to buy it first because GOG is just better. Like, I'll probably make a video on that sometime. GOG is a lot better of a platform. But definitely, guys, you should look out for Pray for the Gods. If you like Shadow of the Colossus, if you like Breath of the Wild, if you like survival games, this is the perfect game for you. Fatal Frame, Maiden of the Black Water is a title I've been waiting for a long time to play. Fortunately, when this game first came out, it was a digital-only release in the US, and it was a Wii U exclusive. So, of course, many people who were interested in this title probably never played it because they didn't want to buy a Wii U, myself included. So, Unfortunately, we had to wait like 5 or 6 years to finally be able to play this title, and it is now available on the glorious PC platform. So I actually initially got this game on Amiibo for about like 26 bucks or so. So I got a nice little deal and discount on it. But the Steam price is around $32. I believe it's $32, so you get a little decent little discount because this game did come out not that long ago. But I do recommend going on Key site and picking this one up. Again, this is an older title. I think paying $40 for this game is a little crazy. $20, $25 is a little bit more reasonable to me. But in any event, I've never really been that big of a Fatal Frame guy. I played Fatal Frame 1, played a little bit of Fatal Frame 2 on PC with PCSX2, a little bit of Fatal Frame 3 on PCSX2, but I never really played that much of Fatal Frame.
This is an excellent chance for you to take
Was it Fatal Frame 4, which I think was like a Wii exclusive as well. Yeah, so I've never really gotten that crazy into Fatal Frame, other than the fact that I played Fatal Frame 1 and it was like super fucking hard for some reason playing that game. But Fatal Frame is pretty cool, man. I mean, you know, it's the classic Japanese horror setup. You know what I'm saying? You're shooting ghosts with cameras and stuff like that. Like you call it the camera obscura. In this particular game, though, I think the graphics are wonderful. It's actually hard to believe that this is a Wii U game. I don't know if they like spruced up the visuals as they, you know, redid the game for a modern platform release, but man, this game looks wonderful. Next up, we have Punchline. So apparently this game is like a visual novel. Again, I haven't played that much of this game yet, but this game has like a ton of really high quality anime cutscenes, man. They really got, I don't know what animation studio they got to do this stuff here, but man, this looks really good. When you see the animated cutscenes on this game, it looks really good. Like, you know how sometimes when you see animated cutscenes and, you know, like a game, like an anime game, it doesn't look as nice. But yeah, Punchline, apparently this game is developed by the same guy that made the Zero Escape series, so that's kind of what made me want to go and pick it up. It always looked really cool with that prospect, so that was kind of the reason why I wanted to get it. And if you guys didn't know, Zero Escape is one of the greatest visual novels of all time. You need to go and play it. But this game is about $10. I believe about $8-10 on Steam. Really cool game. Pick it up if you're interested in anime and visual novels. Again, I haven't played that much of this one yet, but it is like an anime and a visual novel. And like I said, the animated cutscenes are really high quality, and it is made by the same director or creator or producer, whatever, that made Zero Escape. So definitely go pick it up if you're interested in it. Super Monkey Ball. Yet another game that I've barely played on this list. But Super Monkey Ball is a series that I have a lot of history with. I played both games. I played 2 games in the series. I believe it was Banana Blitz HD. I played that on a little bit of that on the Switch, and I also played the one on the Vita. I forgot the name of that one on the Vita, but I played both of those titles, and I've had experience playing the Super Monkey Ball games. They're not very super advanced games. You're basically this little ball on this grid, and you're just kind of controlling this like 3D plane and making sure you get the monkey in the little ball safely to the goal. That's pretty much what Super Monkey Ball is. And as you go up further and further in the game, and the game gets progressively harder, you basically have crazier and crazier stages and stuff like that. So, Super Monkey Ball is not a super complex or super crazy game. If you're interested in picking it up, this game is actually like $12 on Humble Bundle, but I ended up getting gypped and buying this game for like $18 on Steam for whatever reason. But it's fine, it's cool, whatever. It's like $5. But anyway, Super Monkey Ball, Banana Mania. This is essentially a remake of all the games that came out, I believe, in like back on like the GameCube and the PS2 or whatever. So I'm really excited to play these games. It's also made by the same guy who made or produced Yakuza. So yeah, there you go. Definitely very interested in playing this when I get the time. Oh man, Persona 4 Golden. What more can be said about this game that already hasn't been said? I'm pretty sure that you guys heard everything that you've heard about this game for years and years and years, and everything you've heard about this game is pretty much true. It is a fantastic RPG, very, very different from a lot of other stuff that's out there. This game essentially was the new era of JRPGs. If you noticed, a lot of games that came out over the years were very similar to Persona 4 and a lot of its elements. Even like the Trails in the Sky games or the Legend of Heroes games took a lot of inspiration from these titles, as well as tons and tons of other JRPGs. Very influential game. As you know, they have the dating sim elements and such like that. That have made these games very popular and have also segmented them from the greater Shin Megami Tensei titles, which is sad because Shin Megami Tensei is cool as fuck, and I think that these games should be included with the under the Shin Megami Tensei umbrella, because it's still Shin Megami Tensei. Like, it still has the themes, it has the monsters, it has the music, you know, it's all there for the most part. So but in any event, I originally played this one on the Vita, of course, like everyone else. Played this one on the Vita. I wasn't expecting. I dropped like $20 on the game at GameStop. This was back when I was in high school when I played this game for the first time, and I was completely blown away. This game changed my life, yo. Like, holy shit, this game really changed my life when I first played it. There was like nothing like this game. Honestly, nothing like this game, man. When I first played it, it was just a beautiful game. The music, the characters, it really did change my life, man. And I'm glad they put it on PC, on that PC Master Race where it deserves to be. What greater platform to put this game on? There's also mods you can install on the PC version, and I believe like this game went ahead and sold like a ton of copies on PC. So, you know, that really showed Atlus like, hey, yo, Atlus, you should put Persona on other platforms. And then now we're getting Persona on Xbox and stuff like that. They're also getting Persona, even though it was always on PlayStation, but we're getting Persona also on PS4 and PS5, which for some reason, when it came to these games, being Persona 3 as well, they just seem to not really want to like put these games out on anything else but what they were on before. But when it came to Persona 3, when I first played that, Persona 3, I played on the PS3 with the shitty ass PS3 emulation back then, so you guys know how that was. So, you know, essentially, if you guys haven't played Persona 4 yet, you need to go play Persona 4, especially if it's your first JRPG. This is a fantastic JRPG to start from. I believe this game is running for about $15. I'm not too sure. I believe this game runs for about $15. I got it for a little cheaper because I bought it off of Fanatical and I had like a coupon and whatnot. But if you're gonna buy this game on Steam directly, it's about, I think it runs you about $15. But it's worth every penny. Like I said, I bought this one on the Vita, and this game single-handedly got me into playing a lot more JRPGs, but especially playing more niche games that just were like I wasn't really used to playing. And yeah, man, this was just something totally different. This is a great game to give somebody who's like not into JRPGs. Same with Persona 5 is also the same thing. This is a great game to start someone off with if they're not used to playing a lot of JRPGs or whatnot. Definitely, man, get your friends on this one. Get your Steam friends on this one and gift them this shit during the Steam Summer Sale. It is going to be well worth their while, man. It is a very, enjoyable game. Haven't played that much of the PC version yet, but I definitely will. This game is also uncapped, so you can run it at 144 frames per second. That's amazing, coming from the Vita and the PS2 when the game was like 30, borderline trash, 30 frames per second. So, you know, now we're getting actual, you know, proper experience with 60 and higher. So those of you who are interested in playing Persona 4 Golden, definitely head to Steam right now and pick it up, or you could wait for it to go to Xbox and PlayStation and pick it up. Whatever you do, go and play this game right now. It is a fantastic game. Monster Hunter Rise. So funny enough, this is the only game on this list that I actually didn't purchase. This is actually gifted to me by one of my subs. I am Zerocon. Thank you, man. That meant so much to me to see that this game, in particular this game, which was not a cheap game, was gifted to me. And man, that definitely meant a lot. So I'm going to show his channel on the video. I'm going to support who supports me. And I'm going to also leave a link in the description to his channel so you guys can check him out. His videos are really good, high quality. He definitely deserves more subs for the effort and the quality that he puts into his videos. And I definitely thank him for supporting the channel and also supporting me. So that definitely meant a lot. So thank you, man. Anyway, Monster Hunter Rise barely got anywhere in this game. So most of this footage is gonna be from like IGN, okay? So you're gonna see IGN footage, alright? But I played Monster Hunter before. I played Monster Hunter Stories 2. I played Monster Hunter 4. I played Monster Hunter 3 on the 3DS. I've also played Monster Hunter World. So I am somewhat well versed in the Monster Hunter stratosphere. However, I haven't really delved into the games as hardcore as most gamers, I guess I could say. So definitely looking forward to playing this. I definitely need a group of people to play these games first. I feel like I can't play these games alone. If I have at least 2 people to play these games with, I feel like I would have a ton of fun. And this one looks like a lot more fun than World was. World seemed a little too realistic, in my opinion, for a Monster Hunter game. I think this is the perfect like blend of realism and Monster Hunter-ness, I guess. And that is something that I'm looking forward to whenever I play this game. So like I said, I need some co-op partners. If anyone's willing to come help the strategists out, that would be greatly appreciated. But in any event, Monster Hunter Rise, can't wait to get into this one. So the next game we have here is Iris Fall. Iris Fall is apparently, from what I played of it, a puzzle platformer. I don't exactly know what's going on in this game other than the fact you're playing as this like really cute girl. Like, she's just adorable, man. She's just so adorable. But you're playing as this like cute little girl that apparently she can manipulate the light and the darkness for whatever reason. Again, I don't know what's going on in this game, and even in the title, even in the description of the game in its Steam page, it doesn't really tell you that much of the story. But from what I played, it's on that same level of games like Inside, or you know, if you played those NIS games like HTOL #NIQ or Rose in the Twilight, anything like that, you know, puzzle platformers. That one game that was on the Vita, I forgot the name of that shit with those two black and white dudes, but it's something to that effect. Basically, that's what we have here with Irisfall. Now, this game is developed also by the same people who made that trash, absolute garbage of a game called Bladed Fury that I played back in 2020. That was like one of the first PC games I actually played when I built my PC back in 2019. But that game is absolutely horrible. Like, don't even play it. It's garbage, okay? If you see it up in GameStop for like $10, avoid it like the plague. But so far from playing this game actually seems pretty cool. If I remember correctly, Next Studios is a Chinese developer. This game has a really cool art style. I like, again, the blending between the light and the darkness. Like, you have to use the light and the darkness to do puzzles and whatnot. So it definitely seems pretty cool for what I'm seeing so far. Absolutely something that I think I'll definitely get into. At first, I thought this was like a point-and-click game, but it turns out it's not a point-and-click game. It's actually like a puzzle adventure game, which we don't get that much of aside from indies nowadays. So, absolutely, definitely, when I get the time, this is something I will absolutely, definitely be playing through. If you guys want to get this game, I believe it's like $2 or $3 on Steam. I might be wrong about that, but you guys, of course, know that I'm going to be showing you how much it really is in the video anyway, so you don't have to take my word for it. But this game is fairly cheap, and so far from what I played, seems pretty fucking cool. So, Irisfall. I don't know if this game's on other platforms other than PC, but if it is, it seems pretty cool to me. It seems alright. Go check it out. Irisfall. Now, I'm not even sure if I could show this game on YouTube. If you can't already tell from the music, this is a porn game, okay? Yes, the Strategist plays those type of games, okay? Yeah, this is a porn game. It's called Orc Massage. You basically play this as this big orc that he's a massage therapist for all these ladies that are like stressed out and overworked, essentially, and he takes on the Herculean task of keeping them stress-free and well-massaged. As you can see already from this game, yes, it is a sexy porn Steam game. So it's that kind of game. So if you put the kids to bed, make sure your sister ain't watching, make sure your little bro ain't watching, make sure your girl ain't watching, and your mom, yeah, just make sure they're not watching, because this game is pretty crazy. Yeah, I mean, you're not, of course, I can't show the graphic stuff here on YouTube, but whenever you do decide to actually play this is a pretty crazy game, okay? Yeah. I actually quite like these kinds of games. I played one back in 2020 with like with like Futanari in it or some shit. I don't even know why I played that shit. But yeah, these games can actually be pretty entertaining. It takes me back to that time when I played games on like flash sites and stuff. You guys remember like those old flash sites that you would play like sex games on and stuff? Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that shit. So yeah, not too much to say about this one other than the fact that it's a porn game. Yeah, so put the kids to bed, alright? Make sure you put the kids to bed, put your little sister, little brother. Alright guys, and that was the pickups video. I'm the Strategist 418. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, man, if you guys got anything to say, you guys any comments, whatnot, hit me up in the comment section and whatnot. You know what to do. I love you. Hope you love me. And I'm out. Peace.